The Gateway program is a transportation project intended to fix the crumbling infrastructure carrying roughly 200,000 daily of commuters between New Jersey and New York through the Hudson River Tunnel. The project's inception in 2011 arose as a means to replace the access to the region's core tunnel project that was cancelled by then-N.J. Governor Chris Christie. And while the issue seems exclusive to New York and New Jersey, a recent report from the Regional Plan Association warned that a partial Hudson River Tunnel shutdown without a new tunnel would cost the national economy $16 billion, reduce home values by $22 billion, and lead to decreased economic productivity, job losses, increased congestion, and crashes across the northeastern United States. The Regional Plan Association is an independent, not-for-profit civic organization. There's no more urgent infrastructure project in the country, Stephen Sigmund, Chief of Public Outreach for the Gateway program, asserted to News Pulse Finance. The Hudson Tunnel would not only create a new two-track tunnel between New Jersey and Manhattan, but it would also repair the existing North River Tunnel, which sustained serious damage during Superstorm Sandy in 2012. Everyone recognizes the need for this, but we don't have a partner in the administration who is willing to put the funding in to make sure that a project of national significance like this gets done, Sigmund said. Sigmund disagreed with that assessment. The DOT makes an argument that these are really local projects and not national projects, but these are projects of national significance, he said. And the other thing to remember is that the assets that we're replacing, the Portal Bridge and the existing tunnel, are, in fact, federal assets. They're owned by Amtrak. Tackling infrastructure woes has become a major priority throughout the country. Trump himself ran for president promising the biggest and boldest infrastructure investment in American history. If we want economic prosperity and economic growth, we need to make sure that our transportation infrastructure, among other things, is functioning at maximum productivity and efficiency, and it's not. Emil Frankel, senior fellow at the Eno Center for Transportation and the former assistant secretary for transportation policy of DOT, told News Pulse Finance. Frankel added that we discovered on September 11 how critical New York City is to the national economy. After all, it's the financial center of the U.S., and remains probably the principal commercial and financial center and city in the U.S., which means that ensuring commerce, a flexible job market, and labor access are all critical to the national, regional, and local markets. The big holdup lies with the White House, Sigmund asserted. Several politicians from both parties have weighed on the administration's decision to withhold funds, including New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Inaction would be catastrophic, not just for the region but for the entire national economy, Cuomo said in a statement. The Trump administration must stop playing political games and holding this funding hostage. If the federal government refuses to fund this project, then the president will have to answer to the travelers and businesses across the Northeast who rely on this critical transit corridor. After Hurricane Sandy hit in 2012, the head of N.J. Transit stated that the superstorm cost $400 million in damages. In 2017, N.J. Transit trains suffered from 236 major mechanical failures. It's already too late, Frankel said. The tunnels are 110 years old. Hurricane Sandy led to flooding in the tunnels, and there's a deterioration of basic elements of it. Sigmund acknowledged that we're currently facing a situation where the existing 108-year-old one-track in and one-track out system fails too often. And it already has a big impact on the economy and quality of life for people who commute every day. You're already at risk of a shutdown in one of the tubes, which has a massive impact. However, he argued, as long as we have the two tubes that are in use and have a bridge that's in use, it's not too late. But we have to get going. We have to be serious about fixing this. Adriana is an associate editor for News Pulse Finance. Follow her on Twitter at Adrian Ambles. Follow News Pulse Finance on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Flipboard, Smart News, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Reddit.